congratulations on the show you do, and best of luck with everything that comes along. Continue to follow your dreams. That's awesome. I'm going to make an announcement straight out of Rampage just for your show. Here we go. I'm going to get into announcer mode and welcome you to the WSE Lounge. So here we go. Hi, I'm Justin Roberts, and I want to welcome you to the WSE Lounge, hosted by Brian Moore.
Hey,
it's a Christmas miracle.
Wow.
We did it.
Yeah. Technology is crazy, you know that?
If I can make fun of myself, I feel like if anybody said, did you accomplish anything today? The fact that I'm in this with you right now, I feel is an accomplishment because I am so computer illiterate. I was trying to join on my computer. Maybe my computer doesn't have that update or whatnot. So the fact that I made it on here is a miracle to me. I probably should ask. I got like a 12-year-old sitting next door. I was this close to going over and going, how do you do this? What am I doing wrong? So thank you for having me, brother. Thank you for having me, Brian. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You know, the crazy thing is I got a new tablet earlier this year, and I usually do this show on my tablet. So I get it fixed up and everything and go to Instagram, and I'm like, how do I go live? And so I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I said, well, I just have to do it from my phone. So that's what I ended up doing. And, you know, the funny thing about it is you're not the first person that's had this problem with the camera.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
You know who Max Gill is?
Say again?
You know who Max Gill is?
No, who's that?
Max Gill, who played on Bernie Miller. He was on General Hospital's Mike.
Yeah. I know who that is.
Yeah. I had him on here, and he couldn't figure out how to do it, so I kept talking him through it. Finally, about 15, 20 minutes, we finally got it figured out. He said, I'm on here, finally. I said, good.
Well, but it doesn't make me feel good because that's another like older person who just doesn't know how to work technology, just like myself.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, I'm sensing the slightest dialect from you. Are you from the South by any chance?
I am. I'm from Georgia.
Where out in Georgia?
South Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Near Atlanta.
I was out in Georgia for like 10 months.
Wow.
I was working out in Georgia, shooting a bunch of stuff, which I know we can't talk about.
Yeah.
Strike. But man, that is a gorgeous state. That is a gorgeous state. I was up in Atlanta mostly, and you know, like the perimeter. I'm using the Atlanta terminology, the perimeter. I was right there on the edge of the perimeter, staying mostly in Vinings and then Peachtree City and Cabbage Town. Have you hung out in any of those places?
No, I've been past Five Points dozens of times.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you go to Happy Bees when you were in 5 Points?
No, I see what happened. We drive by 5 Points a lot.
Yep.
Because I have to go up to Emory a lot.
Okay.
I've had 12 heart surgeries.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just
so 12. I have to.
Just 12.
I know.
You're one away from a baker's dozen.
Yeah. Yeah. My last one I had though, it's pretty scary. They didn't think I was gonna make it, but you know, luckily I come through it. That was in 2018.
Wow. Is that like a hereditary thing? The fact that you got
I was born with 5 holes in my heart, and doctors said I'd never live past infancy, and I'm now 40 years old. So I'm just here by the grace of God, you know.
Dude, that's 5 holes in your heart?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Was there a reason? How does someone be born with 5 holes in their heart? Did he say why like that?
It was like a genetic heart defect, and I had to have. I've got a mechanical mitral valve, mechanical aortic valve, a pacemaker.
Wow.
And I had a colon surgery a couple years ago for diverticulitis. So
you got like remember the Bionic Man?
Yeah, I've been called that before. Yeah. Yeah, but it's crazy though.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm glad you're still here. The fact that they said you wouldn't make it past infancy and you're still here, well, I tip my hat to you. Way to go, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And are those all the people behind you? Are those all the people you've interviewed so far?
Yes, and believe it or not, there's actually more that I wasn't able to fit on the poster.
Really?
Yes.
has been who has been the person that you loved interviewing the most? Like, who is, like, if you have your top 3 people that you've interviewed, who would you put in your top 3?
Wow, let's see. Top 3, I'd say Maurice Bernard,
Okay.
Kristen Alderson, and probably Ben Jones from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Wait, which one? Who is? Because let me tell you something. You were young. You were a little young for Dukes of Hazzard, weren't you? Or is that during your time?
I was young, and my brother, my older brother now that passed, he used to watch it when he was younger.
Which one was who? I'm trying to remember which one was Ben Johnson.
Ben Jones was Cooter.
You got to interview Cooter?
Yeah, Cooter.
That is awesome. Oh man. I mean, let me tell you though, if you could, okay, now I'm gonna ask you another question though.
Okay.
Cooter's pretty awesome. But if you could interview anybody, because I know who I would want to interview, who would you want to interview if it wasn't Cooter? Who would you want to interview on Dukes of Hazzard if you had a choice?
I would want to interview John Snyder.
Oh, okay. You're not going Boss Hog?
No, I'm not. I'm not going Boss Hog. Now I was a fan of Boss Hog and Roscoe Pico Train. You know.
God, Roscoe. He was, because that thing for me was like Boss Hog, Roscoe Pico. I mean, that would be a close second, if not my first, because I love me some Roscoe Pico Train, man.
And you know the crazy thing about it is though, the one that played Daisy.
Yep.
You know, she was on Young and the Restless for a while.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So,
she was my childhood crush. I will say that. Her and Princess Adala from
Princess
Buck
Adala.
This is before your time. Like, did you ever watch Buck Rogers?
Yeah, I've heard of Buck Rogers.
Okay, because Princess Adala, she was like the evil princess, and she would always just wear these scantily clad things. And as like a 7, 8, 9-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever, I can't remember how old I was when I was out. Man, I was like, that's my girl. That's my girl. And Daisy Duke was a close second. That, and there was a girl on the Fall Guy too. That was but the more age appropriate was Alyssa Milano on Who's the Boss. Did you ever watch that show? Yeah,
Alyssa Milano. Yeah, Samantha.
Yeah. Who's the Boss?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, Sam. But how did Cooter was you said Cooter was the last one you said of your top 3, right? And what made those interviews so special?
Well, let's see, Maurice Bernard now, he's a soap opera icon, you know.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the funny thing about it is me and him just really hit it off, you know, real good. And we're still good friends to this day. I mean, I talk to him weekly, you know, through social media and stuff, and try to raise awareness for a State of Mind he does. You know, interviewing people every Sunday. Yep. You ever thought about being on State of Mind?
Say again?
You ever thought about being on State of Mind?
State of Mind? What is State of Mind? Just out of curiosity.
That's the show that Maurice Bernard hosts on YouTube.
You know what?
Interviews different people about depression and all that stuff, bipolar.
I would love to do. I've only met him in passing. I've only been on set with him once, I believe, and I was in a scene with him. But from the YouTube videos I've seen that he puts out, he seems like a character, man. He seems like a fun dude. He seems like a fun dude. But really? The one time I met him, we were kind of two ships passing through the hallway. I'm like, hey, Darin. He's like, hey, I'm Mo. And so I have not gotten a really chance to really sit down and talk with him or have a chance to joke around with him or anything like that. But yeah, if he's doing something like that to raise awareness, you said he raises awareness for depression.
Yeah, depression and bipolar and mental illness and anxiety. And matter of fact, he had Bonnie on there a while back that plays Gladys.
Yeah.
She was on the show a while back.
Gladys, Bonnie? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she was on there a while back.
I tell you, you know, for all the people, I don't know if for all the people who might be watching, I tell you, you guys, I was saying this on this podcast I did.
Uh-huh.
You guys, anybody who's a fan of General Hospital, I gotta say, you have picked a wonderful show to be fans of, because every person I have met, and that I'm talking from the wardrobe to hair and makeup to everyone on set to the actors, every single person I met, to Frank, to the showrunner, everyone is so incredibly nice. It is hands down, if not definitely one of the top sets I've ever worked on as far as just how nice everyone is. And Bonnie, the woman who plays Gladys, she is a sweetheart. Man, she is so nice and so giving and such a hoot. I can't believe I just said hoot. Now I feel like I'm like 82. Some my jeans like dungarees and a quarter 2 bits. Old time talk. Just phenomenal people. Because like when I first got there, it was the first day. And that's the other thing I'm going to say this too, that I really tip my hat to these actors who are on soaps. Because the first day I was there, I was with the scene with Sasha or Sophia and Bonnie and Gladys. And I was like, yeah, this is my first soap. You know, I've done a ton of TV and film, but I've never done a soap. I'm like, yes, this is my first soap. And they kind of just smile at me. And they're like, oh yeah? And I go, yeah. And I go, what? Because I kind of start giggling a little bit. And like, oh, it's a lot different world than TV and film. You'll find out why. I'm like, okay. So we do the scene. And after we do the scene, you know, they shoot it with 5 cameras. And after we do the scene, there was just this pause. And now usually on TV and film, you do more than one take. You do like a master shot where it's like a master shot is when that's like they're establishing the environment and location and you see everyone. And they usually do a few takes as a master shot just to get that establishing shot. And like Robert Redford would say, use the master shot as your rehearsal, right? You're going to use that to kind of play and try things and kind of find the rhythm of the scene and then find your thing and then you're good to go. And then they do like 2 shots and then they do close-ups and then sometimes they do even a really tight shot. So you do a lot of takes. And so we do that one take, just that one take, and there's a pause. And then I just hear the director go, great, moving on. And I'm like, oh, is that, we're just doing one take? And then we do the second scene. We bang that out, sure stuff, you know, great, we're done, moving on. We do the third scene. Great, we're moving on, we got it, moving on. So we just did one take for each scene, one take. And I don't know, Brian, have you ever done like a presentation or like where you were preparing like a speech or anything where you were preparing something that you did in front of anybody? Did you ever do something like that?
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
before, yeah.
And you know, like that first time you do it, I don't know about you, but the first time you do it, you just kind of like, and you just kind of muscle through it. You're like, okay, I got that done. I'm ready to do it again. And with soaps, it's like, nope, we're done. We're moving on. So the fact that these actors, all those guys, are doing the quality of work that they're doing with only one take is amazing. Is amazing. You know, I remember I was watching this interview with Tom Hanks, and he was talking about nerves and whatnot, and he was talking about this moment in Road to Perdition. It was Paul Newman's first day. Paul Newman's first day. And did you see the movie Road to Perdition by any chance?
Road to Perdition?
Yeah, Road to Perdition.
No, I never have seen that movie.
Oh, Brian, you got to put that on your list. You got to put that on your list.
Okay.
All right. I think it's on Netflix. I think it's either on Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I'm not in it, so I think I can say you got to see that because I'm not in it, so maybe that's fine with the thing that's going on. Talked about. And he was saying it was his first day, and it's his speech, and he's doing this speech at this wake. It's no spoiler alert. It's the beginning of the scene, so it's not like I'm spoiling anything where it's at this funeral, this wake, doing this big speech. And he goes, and after he does his speech, and they say cut, and he goes, and Paul Newman turns to me and he goes, oh man, those first takes are always just like so nerve-wracking or something like that. And Tom Hanks goes, wow, this is Paul Newman. This is Paul Newman. And he's been doing this for years and he still struggles with some nerves. And he kind of gave him permission. And I can be more nervous too, you know, but I'm at the same time during this interview, I'm like, but you're Tom Hanks. You struggle with nerves. And as a matter of fact, Brian, can I share a funny Tom Hanks story with you?
Sure.
I'm at this, it's a place called the Geffen, and it's a theater, and every year Tom Hanks and some people do, I think it's every year, they do this charity reading for, they do a Shakespeare play, and they do this charity reading. And I was dating this girl whose like grandmother was on the board, so I got to go see it. And it was the Midsummer's Night's Dream, and it was a phenomenal cast. Are you aware of like a Midsummer Night's Dream by any chance from Shakespeare?
I've heard of I've heard of A Midnight Summer's Dream.
Yeah. So and so it was a great cast. I mean, if anybody's watching, knows the characters. I mean, you had Tracy Ullman as Titania, fantastic. You had Jeffrey Rush as Oberon. You had Tom Hanks and like Rob Lowe was in it, Christina Applegate, Kate Hudson, and then Bottom. And if anybody knows the character of Bottom, William Shatner played that character, and William Shatner as Bottom was fantastic. And so I get to I bump into Tom at this bar because afterwards they all kind of were hanging out at the bar and the reception. And I was talking to him and joking around with him, and he just looked like a plumber, Brian. I mean, he was dressed like a plumber. He had his like white T-shirt, his jeans, and you know that like wallet that's got the chain connected to the belt.
Yeah.
That's how he was dressed like. That's how Tom Hanks was. He's like, I was like, you look like a plumber.
Wow.
And I was joking around with him, and then as I was leaving, I was like, you know, I really would have loved to. I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, you know, I really would have loved to have asked him like how he deals with nerves. And she's like, oh, that's too bad. Well, you had your chance. And right when I said that, boom, the backstage door opens up, and there's Tom and Rita Wilson walking out from the back of the theater. And I'm like, Tom, and he's like, hey, I remember you. And I was like, hey, I'm so glad I saw you again. I wanted to ask you, what do you do with nerves? Like, what do you guys deal with nerves? And then Rita says, oh, Darin, I get really nervous every time. And I go, really? She's like, oh, yeah, it never goes away from me. I just get so nervous. And I go, well, that feels really good to know. And I go, Tom, what do you do about nerves? And he looks at me and he goes, well, I believe that if you get the first few words out right, you're fine. If you don't, you're fucked. So I was like, oh, thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. I don't know how much that helps me, but I'll take that, guys, and I'll run with it. So, but yeah, everybody on that show was fantastic of coming back to General Hospital. And, you know, I've got, would you want me to share some stories of like how wonderful these people are?
Yes. And before you do that, let me tell you real quick, fan, which is actually my mom, Sunshine Redeem, she says, tell you, you have a great personality, nothing like your character on GH.
Well, I'll just say this. I know a lot of people hate me. I know a lot of people hate my character. And I'll say this, it is so much fun to play just evil. It is so fun to play evil. And even my mom hates me. She called me up. She goes, Darin, I don't like this character, Darin. I don't. This is not my son. This is not my son. This is not what people should. This is not you. Can't they give you something nice to do? And I was just laughing. I was like, Mom, no, I mean, but hey, you know, like there was a show called, Little House on the Prairie that I used to watch as a kid.
Yes, I remember Little House on Prairie.
Yeah, do you remember Miss Olsen?
Yeah.
Remember
yeah,
Miss Olsen?
Laura Ingalls and all of them, yeah.
Yeah, well, nobody liked Mrs. Olsen. And I remember as a kid watching this with her, and she's like, oh man, if I could play any part, I would love to play Miss Olsen.
Yeah.
And she's evil, and just the bad guy is so much fun to play. So I was like reminding my mom, remember Miss Olsen? Remember how you said play Miss Olsen? Well, I'm kind of playing Miss Olsen. Nobody likes me. And it's fun to play that evil person. And then I'll tell you what, I shared this story too, which this made my day. This made my day, Brian. I was at this dinner party, and there was this like late 70s-year-old dude sitting at the end of the table, right? And someone asked, so how's General Hospital going? And I guess he thought, and he goes, excuse me, Brian, 1 second. I got to get my phone.
Okay.
So I got to try to do this on my computer, and it wasn't working, so I jumped on my phone, and my phone was not charged. So I'm just going to hit this up real quick.
Okay.
Boom. So
You just froze. There you go.
are we good? Already good.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so I'm sitting at the end. He's sitting at the end of the table, and someone goes, "So how's General Hospital?" And he, again, I guess they thought he thought they were talking to him. He goes, "Oh my God, me and my wife still watch General Hospital every day. We've been watching it for 20 years. You know, blah, blah, blah. We haven't missed an episode." And someone at the table went, "No. I was talking to him." And he's like, "Oh my God." He's like, he's on General Hospital. And he goes, "You're on General Hospital?"
Oh my God.
Eyes light up, and he smiles. And then he goes, "Who do you play?" "Oh, I'm Dr. Montague." And his eyes go even wider, and his smile gets even bigger. He goes, "You're Dr. Montague?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "I fucking hate you."
Oh my goodness.
And I just burst out laughing.
Oh my goodness.
Brian, seeing this person with these big eyes and this huge smile, just emanating joy, and saying, "I fucking hate you" at the same time, it was just, I haven't laughed so hard, but also at the same time, one of my favorite words is joy. That's my favorite word, joy. And seeing someone come alive with that kind of joy.
Yeah.
By seeing you, oh my God, you're, that was just, that's such a gift of doing this thing, of seeing someone just light up like that. Even if I say they fucking hate you. And then, by the way, afterwards, he goes, didn't put two, and I was, during the whole dinner, I was trying to think, how do I recognize this guy? But you're such a goofball. I didn't think that you were Dr. Montague, which is a testament to how good of an actor, he was doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then he went, "Can I get a picture with my wife from my wife? Because she's just gonna, go crazy the fact that you were here." But, yeah, I'm aware that I'm a very hated character, and I kind of enjoy it. And that's the thing with Bonnie. I know people don't like her character either, but she's just the nicest person, and she's just a goof too. So it's a testament to to how good she is too. But yeah, everybody on that show is just great, and Sophia's great. She just, I was kind of repeating myself, but it deserves being said that she just throws herself into what her scenes and what she does. Like, I don't see any sort of insecurity or or a reservation when she's acting, she just goes for it because some of her scenes are like real emotional and powerful, and she just goes for it. And then someone on Instagram even mentioned that, you're acting across, she's a powerhouse. And I said to her, yeah, she definitely is. And I feel fortunate because I got the best seats in the house because I get to sit there and watch it, just 3 feet away from her. And then Josh is just super nice. Oh, that's the other thing about Sophia too. She's also super sweet. She's got like this kind of sweet innocence to her that I just really enjoy, and this playfulness kind of, you see the little kid still in Sophia, which is super great. And then Josh is super kind, super nice. I mean, we were in this waiting room where the background people are. And Josh went in there and said, guys, I just really want to thank you guys for being here. You make the show, run. Without you guys, we can't have this show, blah, 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 blah. And I thought that was just so kind and so welcoming. And, I kind of was telling him about that because anytime you're on a set and you have like the leads coming up to you and saying, even just saying, hey, my name's so-and-so, welcome to the show, glad you're here, and they joke around with you, man, it makes you feel so much more comfortable to play and take chances. Not that it's their job to take care of you, but man, it makes a difference. It's like walking into someone's house and they don't talk to you, as opposed to you walk into someone's house like, hey, welcome, can I get you anything? And so just the fact that that kindness and his generosity to take the time to say those to those people, I was just like, man, that shows some character. We talked about that, and he goes, yeah, when I was doing a day player, any actor who came up and did that to me made the world of a difference, and so I just want to give that to other people too. And then we at the same time going, and this is kind of my home, and so I think I make people welcome, and it's like, yeah, that's how if you ask me, that's how I would do it. That's how I would do it. So everybody again is super nice. So your mom's a fan of the show, are you?
Yes, we both watch General Hospital daily when it comes on.
Yeah, how long has she been watching?
She's been watching
stories, because I know that's
we've been watching a long time. Back when Luke and Laura's wedding, when they had the wedding back in the 80s, there was college students that I heard that skipped school to be there and watch the show, and they said that I got over 1 million viewers sitting on TV. The wedding did, but I was looking back here at my poster. I don't see him, but he's on the post somewhere. Josh Kelly. I actually interviewed him a couple years ago. And did you know he used to be in the Army?
Yeah, no, he was. It was the episode that just aired. He was. I don't know if you saw it. It was on Thursday, where we were getting in a fight.
Oh yeah, he grabs you. He says,
"Yeah." Oh my God, Brian, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. They're like, "Do we need to get a stunt man?" I'm like, "Hell no, you don't need to get a stunt man. I'm good. I'm doing this. I'm like Jackie Chan. I do my own stunts. You know what I mean?" And it was so much fun. I mean, he and I had a really good time. Again, because he's a fun guy too and likes to joke around. But we got to be real active in some scenes. Like we had that fight scene in that other episode, and and so when he's like slammed me on the desk, and I'm laughing because in between takes, so he slams me on the desk, and then he's still kind of holding me there, and we're waiting for something because they're doing something with the cameras or something, and so he's got his hands are like this with me, right, and I'm like this with him, and we just start talking. So where you from? How you doing? And that's when he told me he was in the Army, and I'm like, get out of here, really? And then he was telling me about that, and telling him his training with martial arts and everything. And he seems like he's had a really interesting life. I wanted to hear more about that.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
He was in one of the Jarhead movies.
He was in a Jarhead movie? Yeah,
he was in one of the Jarhead movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how many General Hospital people have you interviewed?
Holy smokes. Let's say you, and let's say Kristen Alderson, where she played Kiki. The late great Sonia Eddy.
Okay.
Let's see, Teo Pinglis when he played Victor Cassadine, Ian Buchanan, Duke Lavery, Kathleen Eddie, Dr. Obrick, Maurice Bernard, um, Marcus Colombo when he was Nicholas Cassadine, the Stoller twins that play Avery, Scarlett Fernandez that plays Charlotte,
Okay.
Hudson that plays Jake Weber, T.K. Weaver when he played Danny, Wally Kirk, Ned Ashton.
Okay.
Let's see, Marcus Anthony plays Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Well, that's impressive already, man.
Tanya Walker
already.
Tanya Walker that played Alex on One Life to Live.
Okay.
Eileen Kristen that played Delilah on General Hospital and Rox on General Hospital. Violet, Josephine Love that plays Violet.
Yeah.
There's about 37 people, I mean, but there's also other soap opera stars too. But
man.
But you know,
you've made your rounds, Brian. You've made your rounds.
I've been doing this show, believe it or not. Last week was 10 years of the show.
10
I've been
years?
doing it. I've been doing it since 2014.
Who was your first guest?
My first guest was a wrestler named Dominia DeRose, wrestled on the indie scene.
Yeah.
And then I've had Jeff Jarrett, Eric Bischoff from wrestling.
Okay.
I've had a bunch of wrestlers too, and I've also had Winnie Cooper that played Danica McKellar played Winnie Cooper on the Wonder Years. Remember her?
Oh yeah.
I had her on.
Did I have a little crush on her? I think I did. Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, no, who's that? Now, Brian, I want to know something. Who was your childhood crush? Who did you crush on?
My childhood crush, I gotta say, would be Kelly Kapowski. Saved by the Bell.
I love it. Wait. That was the brunette, right? No, wait.
Yeah.
Because
she was wrong with that.
And Saved by the Bell was like after my time.
Yeah.
It was that the one
she was the one with Zach.
Zach.
It was Zach and Kelly.
Okay, yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Okay, all right. And that she was your number one.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have the poster up in your room?
I sure do, yeah. Yeah, I sure do, yeah. It's the old Bondage poster.
Is it the one from when you were a kid?
Do what now?
Is the poster from when you had a kid or a poster of just her?
No, it's
the same poster.
No, it's a poster just her.
Okay.
It's back when she was a kid on Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. But was it the one where did you have that poster up in your room as a kid and you still have it?
No, I didn't have it as a kid.
Oh, okay.
I just got it about 2 years ago. I got it.
No, okay. I thought you had it as like to put it up in your poster as a kid.
No,
I had
no.
I had one of Carol Holt in my room back in the day. That's another one of my crushes. I had a poster of her up in my room. So that's great.
Wow.
Kelly Kapowski, right? Did I say it right?
Yeah. Let me go to some of the comments on here for the fans. Want to let you know, fans, if you have a question for Darin, I'll be glad to get you on the video chat. Please be respectful now. I know some of you hate him and all that is character, but please try to be respectful. Let's see. Lisa Mizulam, I guess that's how you pronounce the name. Hope I pronounced it right. Says, only a great actor can pull that off. Set designers are incredible too. And all my promotions, wait a minute, I just hit a button, let's see. Okay, all my promotions put a laughing emoji, and they said something else, but I think I accidentally deleted the comment, Lisa. Let's see. I hate when your fingers jump and you hit the wrong button, you know what I mean?
Man. No worries.
Oh, man, let's see. Okay, all my promotion says he is just a joy to see and listen to, loving this. And Lisa also says, I have been watching for 45 years.
Wow.
Maybe you will be reinvented as a good guy one day.
Well, hey, man, it's soaps, right? That could happen, right?
And Lisa says he's just an amazing actor.
Well, I thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you to all you who have said those wonderful things. And I'll say this: thank you for all those who've said some of those horrible things, because they made me laugh too.
Now I've got some questions for you. I know we've been talking stuff, chit chatting, but
Yeah.
I got a question for you wrote down. And sometimes I memorize questions, but sometimes I have to write down the question. So, uh, I understand that you have many accents that you do.
I have many accents.
Yeah, you have many accents. Southern accent and think British and all kinds of different accents.
Tell you something. When I have a chance to work on them, yes, I think I can pull. Like, for example, I was doing this. I can't, again, I can't say, but I was doing this movie, and I had to do. I was this. This is one of the things I shot in Atlanta. I had to be this Southern lawyer from Arkansas, and so I did what I thought was a pretty good Southern accent, and they came back because they wanted to see me do it again. This is before I booked the film, and they said, well, it doesn't sound like it's from Arkansas. Can you make it sound like an Arkansas accent? So I knew a dude from Arkansas, and he was there going, people say that there's, like with Georgia, well, there's Northern Arkansas, there's Southern Arkansas, there's, this part of Arkansas, which all they want. And I'm just saying, my friend, I just need an Arkansas accent. So, so I worked with him, and then, booked the gig. So I guess I can do an Arkansas accent. Now, mind you, this was 2 years ago when I did it. So I don't know if you asked me, could you do the Arkansas accent? I might not be able to. I might not be able to do it. But I've done that for a show. I've done an English accent for a show, and I'm trying to think if there's any other accents I've done I had to do for a show. I think those are the only two. I did, like 2 or 3 times I've had to do a Southern accent, and then once or twice I've had to do an English accent. And I'm thinking that's it. And then, what's funny is because even some people were thought, no, that was a mustache. I take it back. That was a mustache. How do you confuse mustache and accent? I was doing this TV show again. I can't say it, but I was doing this mustache. I went into this this show set in the 70s, and it just came out this summer, but it's set in the 70s, and I was playing this just pompous, surprise, I was playing a pompous, self-involved guy. And I walk into the makeup room, and I go, ladies, methinks the character needs a mustache. And their eyes went wide. Their, like, the head makeup person just looked at me and was like, yes! And they threw the mustache on me because, Brian, I'm telling you, I was in this 70s suit with this tie that had Brian, the tie had Jaguars on it, man. It had Jaguars on it.
Oh, wow.
70s stash, and they threw it on me, and I'm laughing the whole time they're putting this thing on me, because it looks fantastic. And when I'm on set, when I told everybody it wasn't my mustache, they're like, that thing looks incredible. I mean, they killed it. It. And then when I'm on and on General Hospital, what's his name? The 3-name guy, James Patrick Stewart, something like that. What, Patrick?
Which way you talking about?
Patrick James. It's the
Valentine.
What's this? Is it
Valentine Cassidy? James Patrick Stewart.
Yes, James Patrick Stewart.
James Patrick Stewart.
And when I met him for the first time, I'm talking to him, and he's just looking at me, and he goes, Darin, you look fantastic with a mustache. And I got a picture for you, and I showed that to him, and I'm like that's I knew it. You look fantastic with a mustache. So maybe I need to grow a mustache, Brian. I don't know.
He does good on here with he does a story time thing.
Oh yeah.
For everybody. Yeah, on Instagram.
Yeah.
He does different voices stuff. It's amazing.
He does different voices.
Yeah. He'll get a children's book, and he'll read to everybody on Instagram, and he'll do different voices, and all through the book he'll do different cartoon voices, how they sound, and it's hilarious.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. So you've been watching the show how long now? You say?
I've been watching the show since the early '90s.
Okay, and your mom's been watching it for how long?
She's been watching it for a long time.
And your mom
probably
is your mom watching right now?
Yes.
That's a good mom. That's a good mom. I'm curious to know who are the people that you hate the most on the show? Not as people or actors, as characters. Like, who are the people you hate?
Okay. I dislike Spencer and Trina together. I don't think they go together for the simple reason, for some reason to me, I don't know why, but when they had the old, and there's nothing against Trina playing Trina now. I think she's beautiful, very good actress. But when they had the old Trina on there, for some reason, I don't know why, but she seemed, Cindy McKayla, I believe her name was.
Yeah.
She seemed to be more grown up, or something, look more grown up. But it's like when I'm watching Trina and Spencer on the television, I see Trina, to me, looks like a kid, younger than Spencer. Yeah. I don't know why that is. And I think that Spencer and Esme would go good together. I know a lot of fans, Trina and Spencer fans. I know that. And I also don't like your character, of course. You know that.
No, that's it.
But,
that's what I'm saying. Like I said, I want to know people like, not like I just don't like. No, I want to know like the people you hated, like that guy. That
yeah, guy. I mean, I'm gonna tell you now. This is honesty.
Yeah.
I have literally been looking at the TV before with you on there, you with that needle fixing to give Sasha a shot, and I'll be going, I'm gonna message him and tell him off.
Has Mom ever said something bad about me? Like, have you ever watched the show with your mom and she's like, oh, let me tell you that Dr. Montague, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, she'll say, I can't stand that man. I can't stand him. He's so mean,
Is that the night?
And then Gladys. Gladys the same way now. Gladys, we don't like her.
Oh,
either.
no. Let me tell you something, Brian. I've had, since I've been on the show, I've had some friends come out of the, general closet, I guess you would say. Like, friends I had no idea were hospital fans. And, they were like, oh, yeah, one of the characters we you love to hate. You know what I mean? And they all say, like, Gladys. I can't remember one of the other guys is slipping my mind. Oh, what's his name? Got it.
How about Cyrus? Cyrus or no?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, Cyrus. Yeah.
And Mrs. Wu.
Wu, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wu. And she's nice. I only got to work with her for like really quick, but she's nice too. Sweetheart of a woman. I also want to say this. One of my favorite people I've met was Carolyn Hennessy.
Oh yeah,
man,
Diane Miller.
She is a character, as dry as a martini. Like her sense of humor is as dry as a martini, and I love it. And she's just got grace. She's got class. Like how she holds herself on that show is how she holds herself in real person, man. She has got class. And the other thing I want to say this too for the guy who plays, what's the character? His name is Evan.
Evan.
Is it Dex? Dex?
Oh, Dex. Yeah, Dex. Yeah. Yeah. Dex. Evan Hopper, I think it is.
Yeah. Super, super nice. And one of the traits I like in people is he's like when you have genuine curiosity, right? genuine curiosity with someone. And that kid, that guy, 27 years old. And when I bumped into him for the first time and I was talking to him, man, that guy had some, like, he really wanted to know who I was, which I thought was just super nice. And he's got a killer sense of humor, just laughing all the time with that guy. So again, I just really want to stress that for all the fans, you really have picked a great show with a lot of great actors on it who are just super, super nice. And again, I didn't meet everybody, but ones I've met, man, they're just good people. Good people.
Now,
So
I wanted to ask you something and mention two things to you.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Caroline Henderson when she played on Jesse?
No.
The show that Debbie Ryan used to be on. The show that the Disney show where that young boy he died. His name was Cameron Boyce.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah, he died. But he was real young. He had what happened was he had a seizure in his sleep, and he ended up dying. Yeah, and he was only like, I think, 20-something years old.
Oh man!
But anyway, Caroline Henderson, she used to play on that show, and she was hilarious. She had there was a pet lizard on there, and a big old like iguana lizard thing, and she's like, get out of here, you know. But she was hilarious. And the other thing I was going to tell you, do you remember Sebastian Roach, who played Jerry Jacks on General Hospital?
You know, I'm going to be honest with you, Brian. Until I got on the show, I never watched it. I never watched it. And
okay, well,
so I don't know all the past characters. You know, I don't know about, but because I just never watched it, so I don't know some past ones.
Well, what I want to tell you about Sebastian Roach, who played Jerry Jacks.
Yep.
He was evil just like you. But here's the thing. I don't know what it was about him. He never was killed off. I guess he can come back one day. But one thing about him, even though you hated him, you loved the character.
Yeah.
I mean, as evil and mean as he was, you just loved the character, and you did not want him to be killed off because he first showed up in a like a 14-day episode thing. He showed up with his mask on, and he was the leader.
Yeah.
And he robbed the Metro Court, and he said, Michael Corinthos Jr. talking to Sonny. And he said, I know who you are. He said, what are you talking about? He said, sit down or shut up. I mean, he didn't take crap from nobody. And he started shooting everybody. He started shooting different people on there, and he killed some of the people on there. And he said me and these people that are with him. I forgot what they were called, but they were called like numbers, like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they're like 6. Sorry about that. That thing said I want to take a break. I said not now. Anyways, it was like there was 7 of them, so they were all named by numbers. So anyway, they ripped off the mask and said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I am Jasper." He said, "I'm Jasper Jacks's brother, Jerry Jacks." And Carly said, "What? What are you doing here? What'd you do to your face?" He said, I had work done. And he was a character from the 80s, and he was recast. But he was amazing, though, because, I mean, he was a character that you hated, but you loved him at the same time.
Yeah.
And another funny story I was going to tell you, you was talking about that guy when you went to the place, and, you know, he was having dinner, and he said, I didn't know you was Dr. Monahan. Well, anyway, I had these two guests on, T.C. Warner and Jack Mollard, who put on All My Children. Yep. Well, on the show, T.C. Warner was actually in character form now, in storyline. She was raped by Jack. Yeah. Well, they were at Hobby Lobby one day. They were in line together. Their kids were behind them. They're in line, and these customers were behind them. They're like, what? And they were talking about what they're going to do and stuff. And she said, I'm going to go back to your place and everything. We're going to hang out and stuff, and we'll order pizza and all that. And they're going, what in the world? Yeah. And, you know, they took these characters seriously. So they were talking about, we need to call the police on them. This guy's fixing to take her back to the apartment, probably do something, you know, because They're on all my children. He's mean stuff.
Yeah.
And they take it seriously and everything. And so anyway, they said they just got so tickled laughing at these fans because they were mad. They're acting like they're about to kill that other guy, you know. And then, now this is a funny story.
Yeah.
He told me this, and I never have forgot this. He was waiting on a taxi to Jack was. He waiting on a taxi to come pick him up.
Yeah.
So he's standing outside, and this gang walks up. This legit gang. They walk up and they said, "Hey, how you doing?" He said, "Hey," like that, and they said, "We know you." He said, "What are you talking about? You know me?" He said, "You're that mean guy, man. You know all my children. You know you do all that stuff." He said, "Oh yeah, you're right. I am that mean guy. Yeah, I know I'm mean, ain't I?" And so anyway, he said he's scared to death for his life.
Yeah.
So he's just playing along as a character because they believe he is really the character. So he's going along with them kidding around and saying, "Yeah, man, you did this and that." And said, "Yeah, I did. I'm bad, ain't I?" So anyway, after that, the taxi driver pulls up and picks me and gets in the car and says, "Whoo, thank God, I thought I was supposed to get killed." He had to play as the character.
I just love the fact that there's a gang that watches all my children.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right, T-Boz, before you join, you're going to have to watch like at least 3 seasons of All My Children, the show, because this is what we do. This is what we do. Enjoy the show. You know what I mean? We always watch All My Children. The fact that the gang knew All My Children is fantastic. Oh,
yeah, that was hilarious, though.
Well, Brian, I tell you, there's some of the things I read on like Instagram. I had one, just like, "You stay away from Sasha. You need to get this."
Yeah.
There's so many things, and I just think it's the one I think I like the most, though, was someone said, "Watching you makes me want to vomit." And I burst out laughing when I read that. And I sent her a bunch of laughing emojis. And I said, "Thank you so much for that message. It made my day. Keep them coming." You know what I mean? And that's just a testament, I guess, to just how much people just love the show.
Now, something I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you think that there are some fans out there who take the characters to the extreme and they think, "Oh my goodness, I really like this. I got to go beat them up, or I got to threaten them," and stuff like that? Because I know there's a lot of crap that goes on online, like on social media.
Yeah.
Some of the stars have to come out and defend themselves against these different people. Say, "I want you with this person. I want you with that person. You ought to be doing this. You ought to do this and that." Do you think? Because I do. I mean, do you think some of the fans take it too personal and too realistic?
Well, I think that's the thing. I think sometimes of separating the actor from the person, might be an issue. But let's just put it this way: I have never had an issue with that. I mean, my only run-in was with that guy with the big smile in the eyes, going,
yeah.
So I've never had an experience with that. But yeah, I can see why people would think, they don't want to separate the two. But like, for example, like I'm thinking like Bryan Cranston with Breaking Bad, and I could see how many might think he's like an asshole in real life,
Yeah.
But then if you remember him from like Malcolm in the Middle, or see him in any of his interviews, he's kind of a goofball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really good actor, though. But then there's sometimes, I'll tell you this, Brian, I'm going to say this. There are some actors who I don't like meeting. And the reason why I say that is because, like, for example, I'll give you an example. Have you ever watched the show Fleabag on Amazon?
I have never even heard of Fleabag. You said it.
Great show. 2 seasons. It's BBC. Very funny show. But there's this woman on there who plays the lead's sister. And don't ever want to meet her. I never want to meet her because I was so impressed with her acting that if I meet her and if she's anything like that character, I will be less impressed with her acting. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Like for example, when I met Jeffrey Rush, and Jeffrey Rush is a phenomenal actor, and then I met him, and he's because he plays these just eccentric characters, right? These really eccentric characters.
Mhm.
And then when I met him, he was a really eccentric person, and I was like, oh, this is just me being stupid, but I just like, oh man, I kind of lost some respect for him as an actor, because I'm thinking, pull these characters off and play these really eccentric characters and then just kind of be like this normal kind of guy. I respect him a lot as an actor. But then when I meet him, like, oh, you're a really eccentric dude. And then in my mind, I go, no wonder you can play those eccentric characters. Not that I'm taking anything away from how he's done the roles he's played. But it's kind of like when you meet someone and you go, oh, I can see how you play that guy. You're kind of that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
well, you mentioned Amazon Prime. I was going to ask you, have you seen the? It's just like a mini series, and it's not many episodes. I think it's like 7 or 8 episodes. You remember Mr. Bean?
Oh yeah. I didn't see many.
Okay. There's a thing they got on Amazon Prime where he's in like a movie, and he tries to kill this fly, and it's like a mini series, and it is hilarious. He tries every which way to kill his fly. He goes, you little fly like that. He's flying around and stuff.
I think I might have seen that one. That might have been one of the. Do you remember the name of? What was the name of that episode?
It's not an episode. It's like a mini series.
Oh yeah, no. But do you remember it? But the whole.
Let me look at that. Let's see.
The fly is the whole thing.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. It's a series. Let's see.
So in the entire trying to kill a fly in this entire series.
Yeah, the whole time he tries to kill a fly. Let's see. Let's see.
Hey, I gotta. Just while you're doing that, I just want to say.
Okay.
What's your mom's name?
Faye.
Faye.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Faye. Hey, I'm just curious. Does Faye have a question? I would love to get a question from your mom if she's got one.
Let's see.
Or anything she wants to say. I would love to know anything that your mom wants to share.
Actually, you know what? One of the questions I wrote down, she actually asked me to ask you.
Okay,
so
go
let
ahead.
me find it on here. Let's see.
And Faye, while he's looking at the question, I just want to say, Faye, you got a good kid. You got a good kid, Faye. And I'm glad he's made it to his 40s.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, and I also want to tell you this, dude. I just want to acknowledge you for something. You've been doing this for 10 years, man. And so many people just sit there and go and say things and then don't do them. And you've done it. And then the fact that you've kept this thing going for 10 years and you've got all those people and you've interviewed all those people just says something to me about you and your character. So I really just want to acknowledge you for the fact that you had the courage to do that, to create this thing, and that you've got the consistency and the persistency and the drive to keep doing it and keep bringing people on. So I just tip my hat to you, man. I acknowledge you for that. That's great.
I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, it started out, when I started doing it.
And I'm sure your mom's very proud of you.
Yeah, she is. It was an audio form when I started doing it, and it was on Blog Talk Radio.
No.
And the name of the show was originally Soap Mania, because I mixed like soaps and wrestling together.
Yeah.
And then as I went on, I had a co-host come along, and we changed over the name to the Wrestling Lounge. And then I thought, well, Wally Kurth, he came on the show and he said, "What's this Wrestling Lounge thing?" I said, I know you're kind of confused because you're a soap opera star. Yeah. I said, well, we interview soap opera stars, singers, celebrities, all kind of people. So then my co-host left, and I had no co-host come on. and he's the one that came up with the idea of the WSE Lounge. And at first, it stood for Wrestling Soaps Entertainment. And I thought, well, that don't make no sense. So now now it's abbreviated as World Soaps Entertainment. But I interview all kind of genre and stuff.
Yeah.
And he later left, and then when I went over to Facebook Live. Then I left Facebook Live. I went over to Zoom. No, wait a minute. It was not Zoom. Skype. Went over to Skype, and then I come over to Instagram Live because I wanted to give the fans the opportunity to talk to the stars on video too, and also see the stars by video.
Yeah.
And also another person I almost forgot. I've also had Joyce Guy on. He plays Phyllis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had her on as well, and also David Lottman, who played Smokes.
Okay.
I don't. Is he still on there or what?
I don't. Here's the thing.
I call him the commercial man. I keep with him all the time.
Okay.
I say, you're the Jack Howard Trade these commercials.
He's doing
He's on
commercials.
like 100 some commercials. David is.
Hey, Brian, I got a question for you.
Okay.
If someone was making a buyout pick of you, someone would buy that pick of you, who would you want to play you in your buyout pick?
Well, I would have to say, because when I was a kid, I was compared to him.
Yeah.
I would have to say Kevin Arnold from Wonder Years.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Really?
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage.
Yeah, Fred Savage. Yeah, Ben Savage's brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if your mom wants to write this in, I'm curious who your mom would want to play her in her buyout.
Probably Reba McEntire, because that's her favorite.
I bet you got that right off the top of your head. You're like, no, let me tell you something. I already know. She doesn't have to tell me. It's Reba McEntire. Well, if she mentions in the comment, if that's correct, I would love to know, because if she comments, and I don't know if you're looking at the comments, but if I'm wondering if she agrees with that, or if she's got anybody else. And let me ask you this. Here's another question.
Okay.
What would you say would be the best part, like the highlight part of that buyout pick? Like, what was like the best day or the best time that would be part of that, the climax of that buyout pick? What would be it in your life?
Well, I'd probably have to say whenever I accepted Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. That was back on my birthday of April 19th of 98, and because that's a spiritual birthday and a flesh birthday for me, and I would also have to say probably him bring me through all the surgeries I've had. That'd probably be my buyout.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you a question real quick. Why I'm talking about health and stuff, because it just crossed my mind. Have you heard anything from John J. York? Because I know he did get a donor.
Yeah, I just recently saw. Yeah, because I got to work with him one day.
Yeah.
I met him like 2 days, but I think I only worked with him one day. And he, again, another just really nice guy, just really, really sweetheart of the guy. And then I haven't seen him since that, because sometimes even though you're working, you're not there at the same times, or you're working different days and whatnot.
Yeah.
And since that news came out, I haven't seen him.
Okay.
So yes, I don't really know any updates with that, but that was isn't he taking a break or something, or is he taking a break?
He got a donor. We heard last week he got a donor.
Great.
Somebody with a match for him. He's supposed to have surgery, but I don't know if he's had the surgery already or preparing for it or what.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because again, that guy's super. And I know he's been on the show for a long time, because we were talking.
Yeah, and somebody I've always compared him to, and then I'm gonna get to my mom's question for you. Somebody I've always compared him to is David Hasselhoff, Knight Rider and Baywatch. They kind of remind me. I don't know why.
Knight Rider, after you say David Hasselhoff, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's Knight Rider. You know what? Maybe trying to think. he remind me of David Hasselhoff? You know, maybe I wonder if like in the earlier in his early years, you know,
Yeah, in his
all I
early
remember
years, he doesn't like it. Yeah.
is of Knight Rider, you
Yeah.
know, as opposed to,
Yeah.
and you know,
Baywatch.
and
Yeah.
he's like what he's how is he's in his like 60s right now or something.
I think so. Yeah.
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 But again, sweetheart of a guy. Oh, I also want to say this.
Uh,
You know, because I got to work with Kelly 2 days or a day or two, I think it was, and she was a
Kelly Monaco.
she's
Yeah.
a sweetheart too. That was a, you know, that scene where I was flirting with her, and she was an easy person to flirt with. I'll say that.
Yeah.
She and I have a lot in common because we actually grew up really close to each other in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And then she's the middle child of 5 daughters or 5 sisters, and I'm the middle of 5 brothers. So we have to talk about. But what was the question for your mom?
Okay.
Oh, and just
said,
Brian,
okay,
just you know, I have to wrap up in about 10 minutes because I gotta get somewhere.
Okay,
I got go longer because I'm having a blast. Just to let you know,
okay. Any fans that have questions for Darin? I almost got your name. Any fans that have questions for Darin, please request a video chat, and I'll get you on to ask him a question. No problem.
Did you say you had one from your mom too?
Yes, sir, I do. She said, "What did it feel like for you being cruel as a Dr. Montague of General Hospital to Sasha after she did such a great performance?"
How did it feel to be so cruel? I was kind of laughing the fact that I was just like, man, I'm just giving this woman a lot of drugs. Keep shooting her up, keep shooting her up, keep shooting her up, keep shooting her up, keep shooting her up. And I remember I made this Instagram post that I was like, hey, you know, I was just being funny, where I was like, hey, if it's any consolation, I know everybody hates Montague, but if it's any consolation, I'm not charging Sasha for all these drugs. It's on me. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it was it's fun playing evil. It's fun because you know you kind of get into that like that dark part of you know, because do we all have like I remember this one acting teacher said, you know, you got to find those you find the character and then ask yourself, well, do I have any of those traits? Because a lot of times you have those things. Like, can I be self-involved? Can I be a nurse? Do I have like some narcissistic traits and whatnot, or or can I be cruel? And you go, and then you just kind of fall into that, and you find those things, and you just, you know, you let them come out, and it's you know, you're so, again, how am I going to say this? You know, I have a consciousness, and I am kind, and you and there is a way to be civilized. And so when you have these, there you go. When you have this opportunity to just like, oh, I'm gonna just play this. Like I would never do that. I would never say those things, do those things. But just to have the fun to go, ooh, I'm gonna do this, and I'm terrible, but that's kind of fun that I can get to do this. And I know it's not real, and I know it's not hurting anybody for real, but it's just like kind of, it's fun to go there. Kind of fun to go there because I never would. In you know, in real life. So yeah, it was fun, and it was fun playing with. It was really fun playing with Sophia. She was a fun acting partner, and you know, she was really busy with her kids, so I didn't hurt because she just had a kid. I mean, he did. I think I shot that first. I think only 2 days, and then she had her kid, and then she came right back. So she, you know, she is a but then that's the thing, you know, she had once we were like done shooting, she had to go take care of her baby, which again, of course she would do that. But
now, really quickly, I got some more questions I want to ask you real quick, and I know you're running short on time.
no.
I'm going to kind of throw these questions together right here.
Yeah.
Because I know you got a background in martial arts. A lot of people don't know. You got a background in rock climbing, sword fighting, combat fighting. You do all kind of sports, soccer, baseball, softball, basketball, you name it, jet skiing, hockey, ice skating, all kinds of different stuff. So out of all that stuff you do, what do you think that people would be most surprised to know that you do out of all those things? Because that's a lot.
I'm going to tell you this. Here's the thing. No, I'm going to give you a funny thing that people
Okay.
not on that list that people are like, you do what? And
you also juggle and sing too.
I do juggle. I collect pennies.
You collect pennies?
I've got these. Just I don't know what it is. It started in college when I was living with my brother in college, and we just put these pennies, just the pennies, in this big glass, and from there, I've got these like big like mason jars. I've got over there. I've got one, and I just collect these pennies, and I don't like do anything with them. I don't do anything with them. I just put them in a jar.
Yeah.
And I just all these pennies, and that's the weird thing. But if you want to know the thing I enjoy the most out of all those things that you said,
yeah.
What is the thing I enjoy the most? Oh, because I love playing. Anything
Also,
where I get to play.
you dance too, and you sing too, and you play the guitar.
I was I'm a Dave Matthews fan, and I remember back in the day when I went and saw him or listened to him, I'm like, I want to know how to do that, and that inspired me to play guitar. And I got 2 guitars up on my wall over there, so I really, that's the thing that is, I think I might enjoy the most because it is just, it's very cathartic, Do you play by any chance? Do you play any instrument?
No, I do. Now, I have played the harmonica, like I do like Twilight Zone. And now, when I was a kid now in school, they taught us Twilight Zone on the guitar. But I hadn't played that in a long time. But
so you just go
yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna ask you something, but I forgot what it was. Don't remember. My mind went blank.
No.
I was gonna ask you something about. I say. I don't even remember, but I'll go to this other question I was gonna ask you.
Do it. Bring it.
Okay. If I think of it, though, I'll ask you.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Let's see. Okay. So this is a little bit of a game I come up with.
Love it.
Okay, so this is this or that. Would you rather go to the movies or would you rather do a commercial?
Would I rather go to the movies or shoot a commercial?
Uh-huh.
Well, Brian, as much as I enjoy movies, Daddy's got to eat. So I want to shoot a commercial so I get paid.
Okay. Would you rather go fishing or hunting?
Fishing, because I think there's more drinking and smoking cigars.
Would you rather play golf?
And I tell you what, and I love being on water. I love being on water.
Okay. Would you rather play golf or wrestle?
I just took up golf like 2 or 3 years ago, and I really, not that I'm very good at it, but I wrestled. I'm sorry, I've been enjoying hearing you say it like this, so I'm going to say it. I wrestled.
Yeah.
I love how you say it, in junior high, and I was actually, I thought I was pretty good, but I was better at that than I am at golf.
Oh wow, wow! You ever win any championships or anything?
I came in sports or just in wrestling?
Wrestling.
I did not. I lost in the championship match in 8th grade. In the city champion
Wow.
in Indianapolis. I lost in the city championship. But I am, if you're wondering if I'm a champion, Brian, I am a champion. 8th grade champion, and then a lot of softball championships. Love softball.
That's cool.
Yeah. Did you have any more of those? I'm enjoying that. Your game?
Yes, I do. Would you rather act with Kirk Cameron or Mario Lopez?
I think I'm gonna go with J.C. Slater.
Okay.
Because have you heard this ad that he's drinking something that's doing really good for his gut? And I just really want to ask him, dude, what is that? Is that really working? What's that going? Is that just what's happening? What is that you're drinking? So I'm really curious about that.
Okay, now this one right here is probably gonna knock you out of your
Do it.
chair. But would you rather act with your mom that hates Dr. Montague or Chuck Norris?
Would I rather act with my mom
To hate your character
that
or
hates
Chuck Norris?
Dr. Montague or act with Chuck Norris?
Yeah, Montague.
Oh, no worries. Well, here's the deal. Faye, I'm sorry to say this. You might not like this. I might lose Faye. I think I might have won Faye over, and then I might just lose her right now, or maybe I'll keep her on my side. Since I've known my mom all my life, and I see her at least a few times a year because she just lives up in. I live in LA, and she's up in Santa Rosa, just outside of Oakland. I mean, that's Chuck Norris, Brian.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's Chuck Norris.
Wow.
I want to act with Chuck Norris just so I can meet Chuck. I mean, come on. That's Chuck Norris. And just I wonder how good Chuck Norris is. You know, I never watched Texas Walker Ranger, but when I did, I just thought I would just laugh. Because it just, you know, those kind of like Chips where it was just kind of cheeseball-y, but it was just so much fun to watch. And I would love to do some like fight scene with Chuck Norris because it would be like, that would be a hoot to do. And there comes hoot again. That would just be so much fun to do, I think. But I kind of want to do in the scene though. If I do it, I want to do what like Bruce Lee did in what was that movie where he fought Chuck Norris? It was.
I have no clue. I don't remember that.
Same move that he did, where I punch his chest and then I come away and I rip a handful of his chest hair. Did you see that movie when he did that?
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, it's this legendary thing where he fights Chuck Norris. Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris fight, and during the fight scene, Chuck Norris like hits, or Bruce Lee hits Chuck Norris with this open palm, and then they pull away from each other because they grapple a little bit, and they pull away from each other, and Bruce Lee just goes and he has all this chest hair, and I thought it was hysterical. I remember.
The old Kung Fu show, remember that with David Cassidy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was old. I know what I was going to tell you was though now. When I was in school, I was in drama class.
Yeah.
And we had a play, and I was supposed to be this lawyer, like drinking a beer and smoking a cigar. Well, we all went to practice every day, and we practiced, and then finally one day the drama teacher comes in there, and he says, "I'm sorry, but the play's been canceled." We said, "Why?" He said, "Because you and the other 3 students are the only people that showed up. Nobody showed up." So I never got to do it. So they canceled. I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Come on now." I was like, "Really?"
With this close.
Yeah. I was so mad. But okay, here's back to the question of those questions. Now here's one for you. Would you rather act with Dwayne Johnson or Ashton Kutcher?
I'm going to go The Rock so I can get some tips on how to work on my abs.
Okay. And you know, Steve Burton, from what recent arts told me, Steve Burton is trying to get as big as The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here's Here's another game for you. Would you rather be on? This is like a TV show. Would you rather be on? Would you rather be on Cobra Kai or Saved by the Bell?
I'm gonna go Cobra Kai. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go that. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. I hope that comes back soon because it's supposed to come back for season 6.
Yeah.
They hadn't returned yet.
Yeah, no, I had I had a good friend who was on that show.
Oh.
Yeah, an ex-girlfriend, but she's now a good friend. She was on that show. She was great on it too. Jenna Shaw, for anybody who wants to look her up, she's a great actress.
Okay. And would you rather be on Pawn Stars or in Practical Jokers?
I'm gonna go. If they let me have some swag, I'm gonna go Pawn Stars because I need some stuff to fill up my apartment. I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and the last question of that game, would you rather be on the Love Boat or Fantasy Island?
Oh man. I mean, Mr. Rourke was kind of a badass. And I think I would like to meet Ricardo Montalban. I'm gonna go Fantasy Island.
Okay.
I'm going Fantasy.
I remember the little guy when he was live. He said, "Hey boss, hey boss, hey boss."
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, dude. My favorite part of that whole show was in the beginning when he would go, "The plane, the plane."
Yeah, the plane.
Well, good sir. Hey Brian, I got a few minutes left, so if there's any other questions or anything, let me know.
Okay. Any fans out there got any questions you want to ask Darin on camera? Please request, and I'll put you on camera. You can ask him a question on video chat. Anybody out there? Let me check if there's any request. There's no request.
No worries.
Okay. Do you feel the same? Let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay. Do you feel the same? Wait a minute. I see what I wrote. I wrote so fast.
No, I do that all the time. I tell you, I got chicken scratch for handwriting, so I feel your pain, Brian. I feel your pain.
Okay, I already asked that question. Okay, let's see. Let's see here.
I want to know this. How about this? I wanted to ask Faye this question. I'm going to ask Faye a question.
Okay.
That you asked Faye.
You want to ask her on camera? I'll get her for you. She said no.
Then you can ask her, Faye, would you rather do a scene with your son, or would you rather do a scene with Chuck Norris? If you could do a
okay. He said, would you rather do a scene with me or Chuck Norris? With me or Chuck Norris? Would you rather do a scene with me or Chuck Norris?
Are you talking about with you or with him?
With me or Chuck Norris? With your son or Chuck Norris? Probably Chuck Norris.
See? I kept her on my side by saying I'd rather, do it Chuck Norris than my mom.
That's good. That's good.
Well, Brian, I tell you what, I really need to Scooby-Doo because I got about a minute left.
Okay.
Okay. Unless you had any last other things, I just want to say to you, thank you so much for reaching out and asking. I had fun doing this. Again, I tip my hat to the fact that all these people, that's a testament to you. I think that you've been able to have all these people on, and the fact that you've been doing it for 10 years. I just think that's great, man. I just really, I think that's great. And I had a great time talking to you, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I enjoy the acting you're doing. Continue up the great work of having everybody hate you and everything else. And also, do you have anything you want to promote, sir, for your social media, anything like that,
Yeah, I
for
mean,
the fans?
follow me on Instagram with Darin Toonder, and there I got a couple things coming out, but again, I can't talk about it because of the strike, and we talked about that.
Okay.
And if you're loving Dr. Montague, all I would ask the fans to do is let them know and say we want to see more Montague. So, because I would love to keep being on the show. I'm having a great time. I'm in a great time. And like I said, it's been a great. It's been such a gift to have this time to play with that family that they've got there on the show.
Oh yeah, I know another question I was going to ask you. I had it wrote down because I don't know if you thought about this, but a long time ago, back in General Hospital history, a couple years ago, there was a nurse on there named Lisa Niles, and she interfered in Patrick and Robin's relationship, and she was evil and mean like you. Do you think there's any chance that Dr. Montague and her could be related?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I'll have to ask about her next time I'm there. I'll have to ask her.
Okay.
Related? Is there something's going on there? But yeah, no, they've created such a fun character. I'm having an absolute blast, and I just want to say this there to the people who have been saying nice things as well. I've had a really good time with the fans, and I really appreciate the fans on Instagram who's been saying very nice things as well. Because even when I get that hate stuff, I have people who say, "Do you don't worry about them? That's just a testament that you're doing your job and you're doing a great job and blah blah blah." So even though I've been talking about like the times hearing those things about how much people hate me, I also really enjoy all the kind words that people are saying, and the people are just continually commenting, and it's just been so much fun interacting with you, joking around with my comments with you guys, and I just really appreciate it. So thank you.
If you don't have people that hate you, it shows you're not doing your job. You know what I mean? You're not doing your job as a villain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for being on, Darin, and I wish you the best of luck. And I'll keep in touch with you on Instagram.
All right, brother. Thank you so much, and for everybody who's watching, thank you so much, and
thank you.
And hopefully more Montague.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. Just 1 second, folks. I'm going to do the closing of the show, and then that will be it. I hope you enjoyed Dr. Montague, played by Darin Toonder on General Hospital. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? It's the Hollywood hunk, Ryan Nemeth, being paid a large sum of money to thank you for listening to the WSE Lounge. And when you're done with this episode, head over to Vimeo, watch my film, Heal, or head over to shopaew.com on Pro Wrestling Tees, grab a Hollywood hunk t-shirt, or don't do any of that. I don't care.